Hello everyone, it is Thursday, May 4th, 2017. Of course, tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo, so happy early Cinco de Mayo for those of you who celebrate it. And yesterday was New Comic Book Day. There was a couple questions that I want to jump out real quick. I did start that new job, I mentioned that on some past videos, and my hours have been different because you have to work different shifts to get used to the different shifts in there. So because of that, I have not been able to spend as much time at the shop as I want. My family stays there for me when they can, so the hours are kind of hit and miss. If you're watching these videos and are asking, I do apologize for that. As soon as the schedule kind of gets more settled, I will have a better understanding of what my hours are going to be more consistently. And that, of course, is Arkham Comics and Collectibles here in Las Vegas inside the Bonanza Indoor Swap Meet. But as always, you can call me. The number that is listed is my personal cell number. You can call me and say, hey, are you going to be at the shop, or just call and ask some questions, and I'll be more than happy to help you. So let's jump right into the books that we picked up this week. And of course, I have a couple of comments and rants at the end, which I know everybody loves. So the first one, linear cover again, 3D cover, which is Batman 22. I don't know if you can see it that good. That's the glare. There's a flash right there, and then Batman, and then on the bottom, of course, you have family members there that change. These covers come up with a $3.99 price point, and I like them. I think they're coming out really good. I like the way they looked. They've come out with 3 so far, and there's a couple more coming out, but I like them. So if you're interested in that, that was Rebirth 22 on that. Harley Quinn 19, regular cover here, and the Cho cover, which everybody loves him, and to me, he's kind of hit and miss. I don't like the way he does some of the body types, but, you know, there's no doubt he is a very talented person and very popular. Harley Quinn at an old drive-thru with the Batman saddle, probably getting a burger and fries because she has a long day ahead of her causing havoc. Brand new book from Image, Eternal Empire. Most shops didn't order a lot of this. They were selling really, really fast. Of course, like we said, Image is one of those books, or one of those companies that will issue different storylines, and for every one big one that blows up, God Country, Redneck, you may have some big flops. You know, there are books that don't sell that well. We'll see how this one does here. I read the story. It's a pretty decent story, so we'll see what happens. Biggest book of the week besides the Batman linear, Flash linear covers, Walking Dead 167. This is a double issue at the same price point, $2.99 that Walking Dead's always at. And there is a major event that happens in here. There is a death in this book. But the issue I have with these Walking Dead books is the paper. The shop I go to buy my newer books, pretty soon I'll be getting some new books direct, but right now, the shop I go to get my newer books, he ordered probably 120 copies of that book because he knew there was a major event in there. It was selling very well. But I went through all the books he had and was able to find 3 in decent condition that it's acceptable to me because, as you know, watching these videos, I hold my books to a higher standard than most people. So it's real hard to find that book in good condition because the corners just get jacked up. You know, Diamond's got to do a better job of shipping this stuff because it really is becoming a little ridiculous. Jungle Fantasy Annual #1. I'm covering that up because there's nudity down there as well. That was cover A and cover B. Again, you can probably figure what's there, so I'm not going to show that. I don't want to offend anybody. The funny thing about these Jungle Fantasy books, Jungle Fantasy, Lookers, Unholy, I know there's a couple others that I'm missing, Helena, they have some pretty graphic covers. And the thing about that is that they don't make a lot of those books. They don't make tons of them. It's kind of like a Zombie Tramp. It's kind of limited in their releases. But there is a real hardcore following for that book. It's done by, I believe it's Boom Studios? Oh, Boundless, excuse me. Boundless. Real hardcore following. And if you look at the books that are graphic in nature, like the 2 I just showed right there that I covered up some areas, they sell. And the price point on that, it's an expensive book, $6.99, $7.99. But within 2-3 weeks, that book is already selling $30 to $40 online because they're so hard to get. And there is a hardcore following for that book. They want that. I get a lot of calls on that book. I have a couple of customers that come in because what I do is I buy the books now and just put them away because I don't put brand new books out there. And then in about a month to 6 weeks, I'll throw them back out. I'll put them out there. And they're desirable, they're hard to find, and people pay a premium for them. And now that I have a business and a little shop, I try to do that. So right there, if you want to get into stuff like that, like I said, Jungle Fantasy, Lookers, Unholy, but it's the graphic covers, not the clothing covers, the girl graphic covers. And if you look at their website on Boundless, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you're looking to something that has a decent investment potential down the road to really make a good return on your money, because I don't know about you, but if you can make $21, $22 profit on a book that you bought 6 weeks down the road, 7 weeks down the road, that's a pretty decent thing. So back in line here, Rebirth 18 Deathstroke. Just a real fun book. I saw this. It was the only one there. I'm like, you know what? I'm buying this only because it was funny. Funko Pop Ninja Turtle cover. And there was that one there. It's a one-shot. It was kind of expensive, $4.99. But Ninja Turtles, like a lot of things, has a really strong following for the Ninja Turtles. And so I thought, you know, I'll get that. I know someone will come in and buy it. I got a couple customers who like Ninja Turtles. I had some older Ninja Turtles that they come in and buy. So I thought I'd just put that away for them as, you know, a favor. So a couple of things now. So that was, you know, it wasn't a huge week, but it was a good enough week to where I was able to pick up some decent books. And every time I go to the shop, I spend a good amount of money because I got to load up on some stuff. So that's where that's at there. So a couple of things. Last week I talked about the comic rack, and I thanked the wrong person. It was Rudy. I just spoke to the person before that, which was Ray. And I thanked him for the rack. It was Rudy who gave me the rack. So Rudy, I apologize. Thank you so much for the rack. Got a couple questions. I'll do a couple shout outs. Stephen Watson asked me a question about cost factors of running a shop. Now, my business model for my shop, Stephen, is a lot different than some people. I do an indoor swap meet because what you pay for rent, it covers the power and everything you need inside. I get free Wi-Fi. I have a big TV in there, but I usually mostly use it for you know, DVDs, movies, things of that nature, because I have a big 55-inch television in the shop. So that was good for me because there's always someone there, and I don't have to worry about insurance for the shop. You know, on an individual shop basis, you can do insurance on that. It was a safe location. I looked at that right there. The neighborhood might not be the best neighborhood. It's more Old Vegas right there. Like I said, it's a heavy Hispanic and Asian indoor swap meet, like a lot of the swap meets out here on the West Coast are. So I looked at that. And so basically what I have is I have my rent that I pay, the stuff I buy for the shop, and then I have to pay, of course, state tax, county tax, you know, city tax, things of that nature. Ultimately, I will expand into buying more and more new books direct. I'm working on that right now, like I've stated. So my price point still is pretty low, and I did that for a reason because I wanted to build up a clientele. I wanted to build up an inventory, and so 2 years, 3 years from now, I can really go out there full bore and do it correctly when I already have a big following. So I hope that answered your question. Also, I have a thing about CGC. You guys know my feelings on CGC, about grading books. Again, like I've always stated, I don't hate the grading companies. I don't believe in the grading companies. But if you have a book that's old, Golden Age stuff, Batman, high key books, you know, high key silver, gold, bronze, get them encapsulated if that's what you want to do. My problem has always been the wait time and the cost factor, and the fact that people are, you know, who grade books know better than I do. Actually, I'm better grading than they are. If you look at some of the grades that these, you know, capsules come in, are making an arm and a leg. Well, CGC has decided that as of June 1st, they're going to raise their prices on that. They're not going to expedite the speed time. They're just raising the prices. Every company has to raise prices. I understand that. Cost factors go up. Things go up. But what happens is, we had talked about this in prior videos, is that CGC has nowhere to go with their grades anymore. They've already maxed out. There's nothing bigger than a 10. They went, you know, 9.2, 9.4, 9.6, 9.8, 9.9, 10. They're topped out. There's no more 10s to be had. You can't go higher than that. So what are you going to do? I got to raise my prices. And then you come up with gimmicks. They have a new gimmick now, which is the Walking Dead custom labels for their graded books. It's okay. So I'm going to send the Walking Dead book in to get graded, and they're going to give me a custom label that says Walking Dead and has a picture of Rick or a zombie or Negan or whoever the hot topic is. And of course, you're going to get the Walking Dead people that are going to jump all over that. That's a gimmick. That's another way for them to steal money out of your pocket. And of course, they're breaking this out right before San Diego Comic-Con, which is smart on their part. It's a smart business play. But again, it's just a gimmick to get money. Every time I say something about CGC, I get people who get all bent out of shape and you're a hater and this and that. I'm not a hater. I just don't believe that someone can tell me what a book is worth because they say they grade better than I do. Okay? And charge you an arm and a leg. If I'm going to pay $80 to get a book graded, on their price point, I don't want to wait 5.5, 6 months to get my book back to me. People don't understand that. I get a lot of customers who come in who see books online and they're like, well, I saw this book and it's a $10 book, but I see this one online that's selling for $150. Well, that book's graded a 9.8. Well, my book's a 9.8. No, it's not a 9.8. Well, I'll send it to CGC and they'll send me back a label that says it's 9.8. Okay, and you're going to pay $22 for this. You have to join their fee. You're going to wait 6 months to get your books. Well, what do you mean? It's not a free service? No, it's not a free service. They charge you a lot of money. So there's that there. So again, new pricing coming in June. I think it's only a few bucks more, but again, it's just a way of getting more money. But the Walking Dead custom label, this is just a start because it's going to go Walking Dead, it's going to go Avengers, X-Men, Marvel, DC. They're going to go to all the different things to get people to suck them in to get their books graded with the custom labels. Trust me on that. They only have Walking Dead right now, but I guarantee you 6 months from now or sooner, they're going to start putting out other labels for other companies so people send their books in to get the new labels because it looks cool. So there's that. A couple shout outs. So I got to look at a piece of paper here. Reaper Tate 728, thank you for the support. Carlos Medrano, I hope I said that correctly, Carlos. Thank you again for the support. Manny, NYC. Love my New York City viewers. So there's that. And then a guy who calls himself Silver Age. So thank you again. Marky316. And US Nav, I'm assuming that's going to be US Navy, or I hope that is. If not, tell me I'm wrong. 2424. So I know there's a lot of good viewers out there who support me. A lot of good viewers who appreciate my videos, like my videos. And you know what? I appreciate you. I thank you very much for that. If you're ever coming to Vegas for something and you're going to the show, send me a message. I love to meet people who watch my videos. I have people come into the shop that just want to meet me or say, hey, I watch your videos. I wanted to meet you in person. And, I get lots of good calls. And people, like I said, the number that's listed is my personal cell number. So, don't call me and cuss me out or anything like that. But call and say hello or, ask me a question. I'll always be happy to answer a question. Bring books in for me to look at for you. I'll grade them out for you. I don't care. It doesn't take me that long to grade a book out. I've done it a long time and I can do it real fast. So I get people who do that. Hey, it's my pleasure to do that. That's my way of saying thank you for watching my videos. I got over 1,000 subscribers. I get new subscribers all the time. I really, really appreciate it. And I appreciate the subscribers. It's got nothing to do with the financial aspect because you don't see commercials on these new videos. So I don't do that. I just like to have subscribers and try to get a good number and enjoy that people enjoy my videos and I enjoy talking to them. So kind of a rattle on or rambling on. I can't even talk right now because I'm working a lot of hours right now and I'm super, super tired. And so I hope you liked the video. But again, thank you very much. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Tell your friends. If you know anybody who might enjoy the video, to subscribe. So that's pretty much it right now. Again, I'm sorry, kind of rattled on with this, but that's just kind of the area I'm in right now at the new job. So as always, I hope you liked the video, but if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Hope you have a great night.